Welcome to Bedtime Sleep Stories for Grown-Ups by BZBeesHoney.net. I hope you are settled in for the night and are ready to go on a journey of deep and relaxing sleep. We've put these special bedtime sleep stories for adults for anyone out there dealing with insomnia, sleep problems, sleep deprivation, anxiety, pain, or any other kind of issues preventing you from getting enough sleep and being fully rested and ready to take on the day. We truly hope these stories can help you achieve the elusive, deep, and uninterrupted sleep. Please enjoy this episode and consider subscribing to our channel to support and help the spread of these sleep stories to people all over the world with the same issues that brought you to this video. Thank you for your support and a deep and uninterrupted sleep to you tonight. Let's begin. Chapter 3. The Unseen War. As Theo, Luna, and Marcus continued to lead their movement, they discovered more and more about the true nature of the Circle. They learned that this shadowy organization had been manipulating human history for centuries, using their vast resources and influence to control the fate of entire civilizations. The Circle's reach was unimaginable, with agents positioned in key locations around the globe, pulling strings from behind the scenes to shape the course of history to their liking. It was a chilling revelation, and one that only served to strengthen the resolve of Theo and his companions. As they delved deeper into the mystery of the Circle, they began to uncover the organization's ultimate goal: the consolidation of power and control over all aspects of existence, from the microscopic to the cosmic. They sought to bend the very fabric of reality to their will, upending the delicate balance of the universe and imposing their own vision of order upon it. To achieve this, they had infiltrated every level of society, placing their agents in positions of power and authority across the globe. The Circle's influence extended far beyond the realm of human society, touching every corner of the cosmos and even reaching into other dimensions. The more they learned about the Circle, the more Theo and his companions understood the gravity of their situation. They realized that they were facing an enemy unlike any they had ever encountered before, one with the power to shape the course of human history and the very fabric of reality itself. It was a daunting realization, but it only served to strengthen their resolve to protect the cosmic hierarchy and the delicate balance that held the universe together. As the movement grew in strength and numbers, so too did the resistance from the Circle. Their agents worked tirelessly to undermine and sabotage the efforts of Theo and his followers, attempting to sow discord and mistrust within their ranks. But the followers of the cosmic hierarchy were not so easily swayed. United by their shared understanding of the cosmic hierarchy and the profound interconnectedness of all existence, they stood together against the forces of division and chaos. They used their knowledge of the cosmic hierarchy to anticipate and counteract the tactics of the Circle, foiling their plans at every turn. In response, the Circle escalated their efforts, resorting to increasingly desperate and violent measures to destroy the movement. They launched a series of targeted attacks against key members of the movement, attempting to break their spirit and shatter their unity. Theo, Luna, and Marcus knew that they could not continue to fight the Circle alone. They needed allies, and they needed a plan. They reached out to other groups and individuals who had long opposed the Circle, seeking their support and guidance in their struggle against the shadowy organization. As they formed alliances with other groups and individuals, Theo and his companions began to piece together a plan to counteract the Circle's influence and protect the cosmic hierarchy. They knew that they needed to strike at the heart of the organization, to dismantle its power structure and expose its true nature to the world. To do this, they would need to gather as much information as possible about the Circle's operations and tactics, and to use this knowledge to anticipate and counteract their adversaries' moves. Working together with their new allies, Theo and his followers began to infiltrate the Circle's ranks, posing as new recruits in order to gain access to the organization's inner workings. They studied the organization's structure and operations, gathering valuable intelligence that they could use in their fight against the shadowy organization. They learned of secret meetings and covert operations, of hidden agendas and long-standing rivalries within the organization. And as they delved deeper into the world of the Circle, they began to understand the true extent of the organization's power and influence. In the midst of their investigations, Theo, Luna, and Marcus discovered that the Circle had been searching for an ancient artifact, one with the power to control the very fabric of reality itself. The artifact, known as the Nexus of Realities, was said to hold the key to unlocking the full potential of the cosmic hierarchy, allowing its wielder to bend the universe to their will. The Circle sought to use the Nexus to further their goals of power and control, and if they were successful, they would become an unstoppable force. Realizing the danger that the Nexus posed in the hands of the Circle, Theo and his companions resolved to find the artifact first and use it to restore the delicate balance of the universe. They knew that the task would not be an easy one, as the Circle had already made significant progress in their search for the Nexus, but they also knew that they could not afford to fail, for the fate of the universe hung in the balance. As Theo, Luna, and Marcus worked to track down the Nexus of Realities, they continued to lead their movement against the Circle. Their followers, inspired by the message of interconnectedness and unity, stood together against the forces of division and chaos, using their knowledge of the cosmic hierarchy to protect the delicate balance of the universe. But the forces arrayed against them were formidable, and the battle was far from won. The Circle, growing increasingly desperate in their efforts to destroy the movement, launched a series of devastating attacks against the communities that had embraced the message of the cosmic hierarchy. They sought to sow fear and despair, to break the spirits of those who had dared to stand against them. The followers of the cosmic hierarchy, however, were not so easily defeated. They had seen firsthand the transformative power of the message they carried, and they were willing to fight to protect it. They banded together, using their newfound understanding of the cosmic hierarchy to defend themselves against the attacks of the Circle and to protect the delicate balance that held the universe together. As the battle between the followers of the cosmic hierarchy and the Circle raged on, it became clear that the conflict was about more than just the survival of their movement. It was a struggle for the very soul of humanity, a battle between the forces of unity and interconnectedness and those who sought to divide and conquer. In the midst of this epic struggle, Theo, Luna, and Marcus received word from their allies within the Circle's ranks that the organization had discovered the location of the Nexus of Realities. The artifact was hidden deep within the heart of a labyrinthine temple, guarded by ancient traps and deadly creatures that had been created to protect it. Realizing that time was of the essence, Theo and his companions set out on a perilous journey to retrieve the Nexus before the Circle could claim it for themselves. They knew that the odds were stacked against them, and that they would face untold dangers along the way. But they also knew that they could not afford to fail, for the fate of the universe and the delicate balance that held it together hung in the balance. As they embarked on their quest, they were joined by a small group of their most trusted allies, each with their own unique skills and abilities that would prove invaluable in the challenges ahead. Together, they formed a formidable team, united by their shared understanding of the cosmic hierarchy and their unwavering commitment to protecting the delicate balance of the universe. The journey to the temple was fraught with danger, as Theo and his companions navigated treacherous landscapes and faced deadly adversaries at every turn. They battled through desolate wastelands, dense jungles, and vast deserts, forging a path toward the heart of the labyrinth where the Nexus of Realities awaited. Throughout their journey they encountered other travelers and seekers who had been drawn to the temple by the allure of the Nexus. Some sought the artifact for their own selfish purposes, hoping to use its power to further their own agendas. Others had been sent by the Circle, dispatched to ensure that the Nexus would fall into the hands of the shadowy organization. Despite the challenges and the seemingly insurmountable odds, Theo, Luna, Marcus, and their allies persevered. They fought valiantly against the forces that sought to prevent them from reaching the Nexus, guided by their unwavering belief in the cosmic hierarchy and the interconnectedness of all existence. At last, the team reached the entrance to the ancient temple that housed the Nexus of Realities. The structure loomed before them, a vast and imposing edifice that seemed to defy the very laws of nature. Its walls were adorned with intricate carvings and frescoes depicting the cosmic hierarchy and the delicate balance that held the universe together, a testament to the profound understanding of the ancient civilization that had built it. As they entered the temple, Theo and his companions found themselves plunged into a realm of darkness and mystery. The labyrinthine corridors that lay before them seemed to stretch on into infinity, twisting and turning in ways that defied all reason and logic. As they delved deeper into the heart of the temple, they discovered that the structure was not simply a physical maze, but a metaphysical one as well, a testing ground designed to challenge the minds and spirits of those who sought the nexus. To navigate the labyrinth, they would need to rely not only on their physical skills and abilities, but also on their understanding of the cosmic hierarchy and the interconnectedness of all things. For it was only through this understanding that they would be able to perceive the true nature of the maze and unlock the secrets that lay within. As they ventured deeper into the labyrinth, Theo and his companions were confronted by a series of increasingly difficult challenges and tests. They faced seemingly insurmountable obstacles and fought against fearsome creatures that sought to bar their way to the nexus. But through it all, they persevered, drawing strength from their unwavering belief in the cosmic hierarchy and the power of interconnectedness. As they overcame each challenge, they found that their understanding of the cosmic hierarchy deepened and their connection to one another grew stronger. They began to see the patterns that connected all things, the intricate web of cause and effect that shaped the universe and governed the delicate balance that held it together. And as their understanding grew, so too did their ability to navigate the labyrinth. They found that they could perceive the true nature of the maze, seeing beyond the physical structure to the metaphysical connections that underpinned it. They began to understand the purpose of the labyrinth, not as a barrier to keep them from the nexus, but as a means of forging a deeper connection to the cosmic hierarchy and the delicate balance of the universe. As they neared the heart of the labyrinth, the challenges they faced grew ever more difficult, pushing them to the very limits of their abilities. They encountered rooms filled with illusions designed to test their resolve and their faith in the cosmic hierarchy. They faced physical trials that demanded extraordinary feats of strength, agility, and endurance, forcing them to rely on one another more than ever before. But through it all, their belief in the cosmic hierarchy and the interconnectedness of all things remained steadfast. They had come to understand that the labyrinth was not just a test of their physical and mental prowess, but also a crucible for their spirits, a means of forging them into the unified force they would need to become in order to stand against the circle and protect the delicate balance of the universe. Finally, after what felt like an eternity of trials and challenges, Theo, Luna, Marcus, and their allies reached the inner sanctum of the temple, where the nexus of realities awaited. The chamber was vast and awe-inspiring, filled with an ethereal light that seemed to emanate from the very walls themselves. In the center of the room stood a pedestal, upon which the nexus shimmered and pulsed with an otherworldly power. As they approached the nexus, they knew that their journey was far from over. They had reached the heart of the labyrinth, but they had yet to face the greatest challenge of all, preventing the circle from claiming the nexus and using it to reshape the universe in their own image. As they prepared to take the nexus into their possession, they were confronted by a group of circle agents who had also managed to navigate the labyrinth. The agents, led by a cunning and ruthless operative named Riven, had been dispatched to secure the nexus for their shadowy masters, and they were not about to let Theo and his companions stand in their way. What followed was a battle for the ages, as the two groups clashed in the heart of the temple, the very fabric of reality itself hanging in the balance. Theo, Luna, Marcus, and their allies fought with everything they had, drawing on their deep connection to the cosmic hierarchy and the power of interconnectedness to stand against the seemingly insurmountable odds. As the battle raged on, it became clear that the outcome would be determined not by physical strength alone, but by the strength of their convictions and their belief in the cosmic hierarchy. The two sides were evenly matched, But Theo and his companions had something that the Circle's agents lacked, a deep and unshakable faith in the delicate balance of the universe and the interconnectedness of all things. As they fought, Theo, Luna, and Marcus found that they could tap into the power of the cosmic hierarchy in ways they had never before imagined. They were able to channel the energy of the universe itself, using it to strengthen their attacks and defend against the relentless onslaught of the Circle's agents. In the end, it was this connection to the cosmic hierarchy that proved to be the deciding factor. Theo and his companions, their spirits united and their faith in the interconnectedness of all things unbroken, were able to turn the tide of the battle and vanquish Riven and his agents. As the dust settled, they knew that they had won a great victory, but their work was far from done. The Circle's influence still extended across the universe, and it would take more than just one battle to bring them down for good. But as they stood in the heart of the temple, the nexus of realities in their possession, they knew that they were closer than ever to fulfilling their mission of restoring the delicate balance of the universe and protecting the cosmic hierarchy. With the nexus of realities in their hands, Theo, Luna, and Marcus made a solemn vow to use its power responsibly, to protect the delicate balance of the universe and uphold the principles of the cosmic hierarchy. They knew that they could not let the Nexus fall into the hands of the Circle or anyone else who sought to use it for selfish purposes, and they committed themselves to ensuring that the artifact would be used only for the greater good. In the aftermath of the battle, the allies of Theo, Luna, and Marcus spread the word of their victory throughout the universe. The story of their struggle against the Circle and their journey through the labyrinth of fate inspired countless others to join their cause, to stand up against the forces of division and chaos, and embrace the principles of the cosmic hierarchy. As their movement grew, so too did their influence, and soon they found themselves at the forefront of a vast and diverse coalition of beings from across the cosmos, all united in their commitment to protecting the delicate balance of the universe. Together they formed a powerful force for change, one that the Circle and its agents could no longer ignore. As they continued to wage their unseen war against the Circle, Theo, Luna, Marcus, and their allies knew that they faced a long and difficult road ahead. The Circle's influence was deeply entrenched in the fabric of the universe, and it would take time and effort to dismantle the organization's power structure and expose its true nature to the world. But they also knew that they had made tremendous progress, that they had dealt the Circle a significant blow by securing the nexus of realities and preventing it from falling into the wrong hands. They had inspired countless others to join their cause, and they had shown the universe that it was possible to stand up against the forces of division and chaos and protect the delicate balance that held everything together. As they looked to the future, they resolved to continue their fight against the Circle, to bring the organization's sinister plans to light and restore the cosmic hierarchy to its rightful place at the center of the universe. They knew that the journey ahead would be long and fraught with danger, but they also knew that they had the power of the cosmic hierarchy on their side, and that together they could overcome any obstacle. The battle against the Circle would not be easy, but Theo, Luna, Marcus, and their allies were more determined than ever to see it through to the end. They knew that they had the power to reshape the universe, to restore the delicate balance that held everything together, and to ensure that the cosmic hierarchy would continue to guide the fate of all existence for generations to come. As they prepared to face the challenges that lay ahead, they drew strength from their shared understanding of the cosmic hierarchy and their unwavering commitment to protecting the delicate balance of the universe. They knew that they had the power to change the course of history and to create a future where the principles of the cosmic hierarchy were once again revered and respected. And as they embarked on the next chapter of their journey, they carried with them the hope of a better future, a future where the cosmic hierarchy reigned supreme and the delicate balance of the universe was preserved for all eternity. We've now come to the end of this chapter. Please find the next chapter on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to be notified of new stories and chapters are published. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful and peaceful night. Stay tuned for sleep music coming up.